Happy first Friday of February.
Happy first Friday as well.
And,
Good to see you all, hopefully, I guess.
Almost at the end of our Catholic Schools Week. It's been different, but still enjoyable. I think you were part of an interview panel, weren't you?
Yeah, we did a virtual vocations roundtable earlier in the week. Myself, Deacon Funky, and Sister Carolyn of the Franciscan Sisters of the Martyrs St. George. So it was a really, really good week.
Yeah, we had a great open house, 40 or so families that came to look at our school, so that's exciting.
Yeah, and Pretzel Boys earlier this week
yeah,
on Wednesday.
Right. Uh-huh.
You missed that.
I missed
but
that.
But it was quite tasty.
Yeah. I'm always good for pretzels.
I am too.
Yeah.
I am too. Yeah. It's a fact. So yeah, we had a wonderful open house this past weekend. And as you said, over 40 families came. Really just speaks to how well we're doing as a school, I think, and just how our school is thriving. And again, thank you just to all the parishioners of the parish for your continued support of our school over the years. It allows us to be able to educate and to form our young people in the Catholic faith.
Yeah, and our school also participated in a book drive. So those, let me read the numbers here. Almost 600 books were donated, valued at over $3,600, and those will be distributed throughout the community to less fortunate students for their learning and enjoyment. So thank you to all who participated.
Yeah. Also on the horizon, Lent. We are about a week and a half away from the wonderful season of Lent. Ash Wednesday is February 17th, and we're excited to be able to start some of our Lenten stuff this year, maybe done a little bit differently, but we're going to do our part to try to make sure that we have a happy and fruitful Lent. So we've got, if you'll notice in the gathering area, in the vestibule, we'll have kind of black books out there. They're called the Little Black Book. They're little reflections on the gospel of the day. We encourage you to take them. They're really, really great reflections that you can do each day to coincide with Holy Mass and to be able to grow in your love of Scripture and just to build a spirit of reflection during this wonderful and holy season. And I think those reflections, they begin the Sunday before Ash Wednesday, so you can kind of build a little forward momentum, if you will, in the run-up to Ash Wednesday. So, and we'll also have a basket for blessed palms in the vestibule as well. I know a couple people have asked me about that. So if you have any palms from last year, bring them, and we will make sure that they are burned and part of the ashes for Ash Wednesday.
Yes, and speaking of Ash Wednesday, there's been some clarification from the Archbishop. So originally, it was going to be we just drop some ashes on your head, on the top of your head.
Which is how the Italians have done it for centuries, mind you.
Which isn't necessarily an endorsement.
No, it's not.
Don't always do what the Italians do. But in any case, the Archbishop said, well, that's optional. So it is possible to receive ashes on your forehead as well. Yeah. Each priest will announce at Mass how, if he's going to give the option or how it's going to happen. So I'm not going to worry about it too much, but just so you know, you may have the option of receiving ashes on your forehead if the priest who's celebrating the Mass says he's willing to do that. Yeah. The main change is that we will not say anything while we impose ashes either on your forehead or on top of your head. We will just stare at you, and you will stare at us, and ashes will be given. Yeah, exactly. So we'll go through that together and enjoy the learning process.
It'll be a one-off, hopefully.
Yeah.
Also coming up, fish fry. Staple of Catholic life in America and Lent is the fish fry, and we are very grateful for the hard work of so many of our Knights of Columbus to make our fish fry available this year. We have obtained the permits to do online and drive-through service for our fish fry. No one will need to enter the building, so that'll be really, really good. Is it just going to be drive-through?
Drive-through or pickup.
Or pickup, drive-through or pickup. So you don't need to enter the building if you don't want to. But it's just really good that we can still have this, even if we might not necessarily have the communal aspect to it. We'll have much more details. There's more detailed instructions available on the parish website. If they're not on there now, they will be up there very soon. It'll run every Friday starting next week and ending on March 26th, and that'll be from 4 to 7 p.m. Next Friday, February 12th, is sort of the trial run for the Knights, so they can work out any of the little kinks that they need to get, especially with the new ordering system and everything this year. So Yeah, maybe that might be the night to come, just to give them some practice, I guess. And,
Yeah, they'd love to have your help because they only practice with real people. So if next week is traditionally the week before is not very crowded. So if you want a quick dinner, get the first fish of the season, please do consider placing an order. And those orders can be placed online. And I think there's a whole dedicated website for the fish fry, but you can get to it through our parish website.
Yeah.
So go take a look. Start thinking about what you want to eat. Get your mouth watering. And maybe Father Schneier, you'll be the new codfather.
I could.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yes. Right. All right, Lenten Studies series. We mentioned it last week. Les Mis. We're going to talk about different aspects of that story and some of the characters that reflect the values that we hope to live out, and some of the values that we try to avoid or maybe fall into. It's just a very rich story that so many of us can relate to different parts. So really your homework before this begins is to refresh your memory of the story, however you've encountered it in the book, in the different movies and musicals. We've put in my column for this weekend where you can find many of those. You can also go to your local library and request the book or a specific video. So, use this time if you can to watch one or more of the adaptations so that you can participate kind of knowing the characters in the story. That'll be, for me, I'll be every 6:30 every Thursday, the day after Ash Wednesday.
And I'll be Wednesday mornings at 9:30. So beginning, I think, the week after Ash Wednesday?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And these will be 5 weeks or so. I think that is what we're going to do. And they may be very simple. It may be a 30-minute reflection. If you're on Facebook and watching through Facebook Live, you'll have the opportunity to pose questions or insights to have sort of a dialogue there. But for those that don't have social media, just go to the parish website, just like you do for Mass, and we'll boxcast. We'll put that right on the parish website. So you don't need social media to be able to watch the reflection.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a great, something new. Might as well do something new this year. Everything's going to be virtual, so I think it'll be a great opportunity for us to, explore maybe the depths of a play or a musical or an opera, whatever. It's many things.
Now, is it true you're going to sing your reflection, or is that still working on that?
It's under construction.
Okay,
you could say.
All right.
You could say. But yeah, really, really excited about it myself. Les Mis is one of my favorite shows. So, big fan, big Les Mis fan.
Same here.
And then baptisms. Last Sunday we had the baptism of Aubrey June Dare, daughter of Jared and Emily. I was privileged to be with them. Nice little small ceremony for them. So congratulations to baby Aubrey, new child of God. All right, readings this Sunday. Deacon Dagley's preaching for me, so I haven't really hardly looked at the readings.
Yes. Well, we got Job.
We do have Job.
About
that's right.
His life as a drudgery, which is always a pick me up. But the thing for me, there's so many. I actually wrote 2 homilies for this weekend, and I don't know which one I'll use because there's just so many great directions to go. But we see Job, who says something that we can all relate to. Hopefully most of our life is joy-filled and blessed, but we all have times, difficult times and tragic times. Then we have St. Paul, who says, I willingly, he's like the new Job, who says, I've endured suffering, like I've actually chosen to suffer. Job's just saying, like, this is happening to me and I'm going to be faithful, but I don't know why it's happening. St. Paul kind of goes the next step further and says, I'm embracing the suffering to bring people to God. So he's a good example for us of, we don't have to go out there and look for trouble, but we can actually embrace it, and it won't just help us, it'll help others come to know Christ. And then in the gospel, we have this beautiful image of Jesus healing the mother-in-law of St. Peter, and she gets up to serve them as a way of thanking them and as an honor. But Jesus doesn't just heal. He has endless amounts of people that need his healing, his love, his freedom from possession by evil spirits, but he also takes time to get away and to pray. His power of healing and his connection with the Father are inseparable from prayer. So it's a good reminder to you and me, we can want to take on suffering, we can want to take on all these good works that St. Paul and Jesus did, but if we do it apart from prayer, if we don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ every day to connect to him, eventually we're going to burn out or we're going to lose our way. So Job was faithful because he stayed close to God. St. Paul was faithful because he stayed connected to Christ. And of course, Jesus, the Son of God, never wandered far from his Father in prayer. So those are just some of the ideas. And if I'm thinking of myself, it's so easy to venture from prayer, to get busy, or to think, well...
It's often the first thing that kind of goes away when we get busy.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like, okay, well, I don't have time to pray. But prayer is really the thing that needs to stay there more.
Should be the other way around.
Exactly.
That, before I do anything, or the thing I never compromise on is hopefully our prayer. So for me at least, plenty to work on, and certainly to be a little bit less like Job and stop complaining when I suffer, and actually rejoice in it as a way of helping others come to know God.
Yeah. All right. Also this weekend, got the Super Bowl. Should be a good game.
I think, it looks
it'll
really
be a very good game.
Too bad you're cheering for Brady, but...
I'm not cheering for Brady. I'm not. That's false.
That's what I heard.
That's false. I mean, I appreciate seeing history. He could win his seventh, but at the same time, I'd maybe prefer the Chiefs. I love... Mahomes is so he's so exciting to watch. But
I think they have the better's edge. Everyone's
they do.
gambling on
They
that.
do. Kansas City's a 3-point favorite.
All right.
I think Kansas City will win. I think they'll cover. Over under 56 points.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a lower scoring game for some reason. So I go with the under.
Yeah, and you just got rich on the GameStop, so I think I'm gonna go with your impulse there.
Yeah, and Dogecoin.
Yeah.
But
anyway, don't bet. Don't gamble.
Yeah,
just contribute more to the parish.
Don't listen to a word I say. But anyway, good to be with you guys. Hope to see you this weekend, either in person or virtually. Know that you're in our prayers, and hope you have a wonderful weekend.
All right.
God bless you.